Hey guys, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday! Happy $10 Thursday! We're going to do a fun little bunny project, and they will be a set, and they're going to hang over the side of a shelf or a box or whatever you want to put them on. Their little legs and arms hang over this side, so it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, so you put them at the edge, and the arm hangs over, the leg hangs over. Super cute. Two cute little bunnies. We'll do one white and we'll do one kind of a chocolate bunny. So I wanted to show you, I got my floppy bunny. These are the floppy bunny. They call them floppy bunny because the ears are floppy. I got my basket insert made, and there is a new basket that I posted. It is this style. It's called a picnic style. So I did post that. I didn't get it painted yet, but I got the mini one painted. So I now am going to have the mini basket, and check out this little cutie patootie. So, so those are posted in the Easter section. I wanted to show you those. I'll give you a closer look from the table. Let me just, this is our project. So these are our little bunnies. Let me see if I can turn them. It's kind of hard because it kind of hangs. I have this part propped. So let me turn them around. Go ahead and say hello when you're hopping on. Hop, hop, hop. There's layers. So there's lots of layers on this. There's actually 5 layers deep. So layer number 3, and then the arm and the basket. I'm just gonna put this under it so it kind of holds it up. So basket full of carrots, and then he's got another carrot up here. So this bunny's laying on his back, and his front leg and his back leg, so his arm and his leg basically are gonna hang over the shelf, and his ears too. So this one has a carrot. This one has a basket of carrots. This one has a carrot. Let me turn it around so you can see it. Got all the pieces here. And I was trying to prop it up too so that the layers, because they're not glued together yet. So when they're glued together, it's not a problem. But right now, it needs a little help from my friend propping up these little pieces so that they don't just hang, so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. Yeah, oops, leg back there. So one's laying on his belly, one is on his back. Okay, this one's on his back, this one's on his belly. Okay, let me show you the insert. Look how cute this turned out. I haven't taken a picture yet. I'll take a picture and post it. So there is a large basket that is this style. Now it's called the picnic. It's called New Picnic Basket. So it's just different. It's a different little boxy, more boxy. So these are double-sided. I don't make them single-sided because I feel like you should always be able to have a choice. Okay, so I usually put a piece of tape there so that doesn't just hang down. This just slides in and out. If you're wondering, when you assemble this, there's a little slot right there, and this tab, it just goes right down in there. So I just put my string right there, and then I will put a piece of tape so it kind of turns it sideways like that. Isn't it so cute? And then this little bun is just adorable. It's tiny. So this is the mini basket. So I am going to be having mini basket inserts. I actually have a couple of people got them in their mystery boxes because I had not painted mine yet from last year. So a couple of you guys already got them. Okay, let me put this over here out of the way. And then when we do our little shelf sitters, it's $10 Thursday. So this normally would be, because there's a lot of layers. This would be probably $16.75. It's gonna be $10 for the set. So $10 for the set. I'll give you the link. Go ahead and say hello. I'm gonna put myself up in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. Where are you? Okay, let me see here. Go to the corner. Okay. All right. They're going to sit on these. I'll show you how it works. So I have two of these little boxes that they can sit on. So once we have them painted, so we'll paint one of our bunnies. Let's see. I was working up what I do last night because I have a picture. Let me show you a picture if, let me see if it uploaded. It did. Yay. Okay, so here's our $10 Thursday picture. And let me get that up so that you can see that. I haven't posted it to the page yet. You guys get to see first. That's how they look. Look how cute they are. Let me get a better picture. Here's the white one. So this is what we're going to paint today, right now. There's the white one. And then we have a chocolate bunny. Our chocolate bunny. The basket hangs over a little bit more. So there's the chocolate bunny. We're going to paint these right now. So the set is $10. Let me give you the link for that. I'll give you guys the link later too. It's in the section, in the sale section. So I have a sale section. The price is going to be the price is going to be the price. I don't just do it for one day. It's forever. It's going to be on the website. You can order it next week if you want to. Let me see. Let me try to share this. And I need to get to my page. Where am I? I'm not even prepared this morning. It's one of those mornings. I was having a really crazy dream. I debated on just going back to sleep and finishing my dream. It was a little great this morning. Okay, let me find myself here. Need to share this to VIP group. There I am. Let me turn down my volume. Okay, let me share the link for the $10 Thursday bunnies. These are $10 for two. So you're saving like $7 on that. So it's better than your 25% discount. So let me go ahead and share to the channel. Go ahead and say hello as you're hopping on. How's everybody doing? How was your day yesterday? It's Thursday already. Oh my goodness. It gets here so quickly. All right. Okay, let's bring our board out. Let's start painting. We'll see who's here. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Lori Walsh. Hi, Judy Kirk. Good morning. You're at school already for Parent Shadow Day. How fun. I hope you have a great time. Laura says, oh, now that you say that, you think you might have gotten that in the mystery box. Oh, yeah, you might have gotten the little basket. And there's like fruit, and there's all sorts of ones last year. I never got around to painting them. You probably did get one of them. There were several. I kind of just divided them out between people. Hey, Karen Ross. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Betty. Good morning. Okay, oops. Guess what? We're still stuck on the bunny. What happened? Here we go. This is what we're doing. So the chocolate bunny was stuck on the screen. All right, guys. Sorry about that. It's just my life. Okay, help. Okay, there we go. If you have to push the right buttons or it doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to make the chocolate bunny and the white bunny. Okay, let's move all of our pieces. This goes on the back to kind of keep it so it doesn't fall over. Little stand. I don't know if I have all my colors out here that I need. We will play that by ear. I have extra little pieces to kind of help lift up those legs and the arms. Okay, let's move this and move this. We'll bring in our little sheet of wood. So I'm ready for the weekend. I don't know if anybody else is, but I am ready for the weekend. Boy, oh boy. I got so much done this week, and I added a few things, and I'm just so busy with so much. So busy. It's so much. Tara took home 6 of each of those bunnies to paint. And then I painted a sample last night too. Because, okay, so that one's not sticky at all. Some of these need to be replaced. So let's replace this one. It is not sticky at all. I don't have enough tape right here to replace all of them. I need to bring in more. I buy this tape in the 10-pack because we use so much. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hi, Barb. Thanks, Lori. I know. Isn't it crazy? I just didn't push the right button. So, oh my goodness. It's probably going to be one of those days for me. So, I am glad to get, you know what? I think we're going to replace whatever we can because these are not, they're not sticky anymore. So, we'll just keep going. We'll replace a few of these. So the year-end stuff is done. Yay. All my questions that the CPA had are done. I'm so happy. Those of you that know all about that stuff, W-2s, 1099s, all the fun stuff, it's a pain in the butt. It really is. Yeah. Just replacing what I can. I probably can replace it all. I just don't want to rip it all off and not have room. And these bunnies, parts of them you only paint a little bit because it's layered. So it actually paints up pretty quickly. Hi, Bridget. How are you? Hi, Debbie. Just replacing my tape. Good morning, everybody. We're going to be painting some bunnies. It is $10 Thursday. I have a set of 2 bunny sitters that hang over the edge of a shelf, or you can put them on little crates, which is what I'm going to show you. You could add them to a tiered tray set that is on something else. We don't always use the tiered tray anymore. People are going more to other things. Like we have the little oh yeah, I have one over there, one of the little benches. I can hang over the bench. Okay, that's it. There we go. We're all done. I actually had the perfect amount of tape. Okay, so now we'll be good for another week or so. All right, let's bring in our bunny and we'll dissect. And I'll show you which pieces don't get painted. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top because the back one, part of it gets painted, but let's just start taking pieces off. Okay, so the carrot, we'll just put this, let's put some down here. And then we got an arm and a leg. Okay, these 2 say number 3. Those don't get painted because they say number 3 on them. And those are layers. We have the nose, we have the head, and it comes apart. So here's the inside of the ears. These are painted pink. This is painted, so we're doing this bunny white. Okay, this part is under the chin. This is painted white, and the leg and the arm are white. This part doesn't get painted at all. This is a layer that doesn't get painted. The number 3 doesn't get painted. On number 2, the body gets painted. On number 1, this hind foot and the tail gets painted. Okay, so there's parts of it that are layered that you don't have to paint. Make it easy. So, hi Pam, how are you? Hi Lynn. This is our $10 Thursday, and you can add this to your order. So I like to do it where you can add it to your order. It's not going to ship for $10 because we always have shipping on it, because this value, it would be like, if the shipping will probably be like $5 or $6 by itself. But if you want to add it to your order, you always save money when you add things together and combine your shipping. So I'm going to give you the link again so that you have that carrot, and then this is part of the basket. And then we're going to take, here's the nose and the inside of the ears. Let's put this face down here. So we got the bunny faces there. Okay, this is the inside of an ear. inside is an ear and a nose. Those are going to be pink. This layer is not painted. That's number 3 layers, not painted. Here's another foot. We can put those there. We actually could move some stuff. Let's do that. Let's move these carrot tops down and the carrots. Okay, so we have legs, a leg and an arm. Okay, this is not painted. The number 3, those are layers. Okay, that goes with that one. And then we have the carrot and the hand. There's a hand. So here's the carrot. So we have more that is painted orange. Let's just turn these this way. Okay. And then here's a carrot top. This one, the carrot top separate. I'll put it with these carrot tops. And then this layer, the belly is painted. This layer, the foot is painted. Okay, so got it? Okay. So there's lots of layers. It is a shelf sitter that hangs over the edge of the shelf. Okay, so let me go a little bit smaller because I'm going to push this up so I can paint at the bottom here. No, so I can have my paint at the bottom. That's what I meant. Hi, Holly. How are you? Hi, Michelle. Let me give you guys the link for this again. This is our $10 Thursday. You can add it to your cart. You can just keep adding things until you have a full cart. If you want to do it that way to save on shipping, you don't have to check out every day. I like to save you guys money. I like to think of it as, you know what, that's what I would want to do. I am all for saving money, and I don't pressure people into, oh, there's only 10 of these available. No, I can cut as many as I need to for you guys. So there's the link for that. And I did show this earlier. Let me see. I could do it really quick again. This is what they're gonna look like when we're done. Okay, they're gonna hang over the shelf. They're gonna sit on the edge. So however you want to do it, you can. Okay, let me get back to our thing. We'll start painting. How is everybody? What's your weekend looking like? You gonna have a good weekend? Okay. All right. I think we're good to go. All right. Hopefully everybody has a good weekend. I have a busy weekend, but yeah, that's pretty normal for me. Busy is normal. And I talked to my sister last night. She's all settled in and has started her new job. I don't think her new job allows her to be on in the morning, my sister Doris. So we may not see her on here anymore. Darn. Unless it's her day off. And then she might. But she is all settled into her new house in Cottonwood, Arizona, which is close to Sedona. And she has started her new job. So, okay, white. We're going to do our white bunny first. So on this top one, we just need the tail and the hind foot there. And this one, this part, we just need the body. So things are layered. This is layered. I don't want to waste paint, so I'm just going to paint the things that I need to. And then we're going to do this one a chocolate bunny. So we'll use sable. So here's underneath the chin. Here's a leg, and this is an arm. Okay. And then we'll do the face. So we'll start out with our white first. So I have my chocolate tour meetings this weekend. So Friday is in Designer HQ for those that are curious. And then you needed to sign up for the Zoom for Saturday. So I didn't ever put the link on my page. I got a little busy yesterday. I was trying to get all my ducks in a row. Could you paint them facing each other for on a fireplace mantle? Oh yes, I can. You know, I can flip the design so that they're facing each other. Yeah. You know what? I'll make that an option. I actually thought that would be really cute. Mine are already all the same. Would you guys prefer them to be facing each other? I think that'd be really cute. I thought about that last night when I was getting them staged for pictures. I was like, Darlene, why didn't you do it so they were facing each other? That would be really cute. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make them so that they face each other. I think that would be more cute. That would be cuter to have them have one direction and one the other. Yeah, I should do that. Good morning, Deb. How are you? Thanks for sprinkling, Deborah. And Holly, thank you. Okay, so we're doing a chocolate bunny. This one is painted with sable. Sable, right? Yep, sable brown. Sounds like a person. This is a hand. This is an arm. This is a leg. Okay, and then we're going to do the face. This project actually is pretty quick. There's not a lot of teeny tiny details. It actually goes very quickly. I painted up the ones last night pretty fast. Okay, so I did samples. I did samples last night. Okay, so the ears are going to be cactus flower, ears and nose. And then the cheeks will be that color too. So I'm going to get that out. So this is our $10 Thursday. I didn't do another sale. It's just been, I have just been so grateful to get through all of my fourth quarter, month end, and my year end stuff. Being a bookkeeper, there is a lot of financial responsibility at the end of the year. And next up, I have 2 audits. So for insurance, we have a workman's comp audit and a general liability audit. So those are next up. It's always so much fun. Okay, we have our carrots. So our carrots are going to be spiced pumpkin. Yes, you can add it to an open order. Like, do you have an order right now? Let me see here. Let me take a look and see. If you have an order that hasn't closed. Okay, so I don't see an order for you right now, Michelle. If you have an order, oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, so there it is. Okay, Michelle, let me see. Let me see if I can do it right now, and it'll send you an email. Oh, yeah, I actually, you know what? Right here while we're talking, I can actually, let me see if it added it. It'll send you an email for that, for the difference. Yep. Okay, so it sent you an email, $10.78 because it charged you sales tax. All right, so you'll get an email to pay the difference. So if your order hasn't been processed, you can add it. So I have people that their order hasn't been finished that will be cut this morning. Donna, Gail, Tina, and Deborah Looper. So you guys, if you want to add it, let me know. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Laura, you're going to have a heat wave this weekend with your temperatures back in the 20s. Oh my goodness. For nearly 2 weeks, you've been negative. You know what? I would take it then. 20 degrees. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry that it gets so cold where you guys are at. That is really cold. Okay, so this one has, because it hangs over, the carrot top is attached. So I'm just going to be really careful right where the carrot top is and just painting right up to the edge. If you need to get an angle brush to do that, you certainly can. But I am just going to get my carrots painted, and then I'll do my carrot tops. I'm going to dry this. I found that I really like drying those right away, and then I can see the lines on it. So I didn't put a lot of paint on it. It just kind of makes it have a different look. Same with the basket when I do the basket. All right, let's dry the white too, because we need to get our other coats of white on there. Yeah, this little one, it paints up pretty quickly, guys. I know, I'm loving all the bunnies too, but guess what? St. Patrick's Day stuff is coming. So we're wrapping up all our Easter stuff. I still have a few Easter things to paint. And then St. Patrick's Day will be on Monday. We're going to start. So green, let's use New Leaf. You can use any green you want. I know I used a different green last night, but I'm just going to use that this morning. Okay, you got the invoice. Perfect. Perfect. Yep, you can always add, as long as the order hasn't been processed yet, I can always add, and then it'll send you an invoice and you just pay that. So, and I'll just let Tara know in case she's already printed it out. So there we go. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to do the basket color. We're going to water that down. So I'm going to use a darker color. Let me get a dark brown. I'm going to use burnt umber, and I'm going to water it down just a little bit. So I'm going to grab a little dish somewhere, maybe, and I'm going to water it down. I'm just going to put a little bit in there, and then we're just going to do a wash on here. So a tiny bit of paint, and I'm going to take my spray bottle and put quite a bit of water to water that down. And then just take my brush and stir it. And when you do a wash, you only do one coat. So you want to get it nice and smooth the first time. So I don't need a lot of paint on there. And there is a handle, so go up around the handle part. And then if you want to dry that right away too, then you'll be able to see the grain. So I'm going to do that. Let's dry that right away. You'll be able to see the design of the basket. So the weave, the woven part. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do our white. Let's do our second coat of white. And then we'll do our third. Do you know if yours has been processed? If not, you would like a set. Marilyn, let me see. I think yours went out yesterday. Let's see. I don't see your name on open orders. Yeah, yours already shipped yesterday. Yep. So it's funny when I can click on it on my phone. It's being nice to me today. It's gonna, your order will be there on Monday. So yours already shipped. So you can just start a new order, and it's gonna stay in your cart. I have things where I think it's 30 days. Things stay in your cart for 30 days because I didn't want them emptying out. That can be a bad thing if you're claiming something painted and you didn't pay for it right away. Those I would want you to pay for right away so that you don't just put them in there and then change your mind. I do still have some painted Valentine stuff available. I'll probably put a reminder up there. If you're local, you can do porch pickup. I had quite a few porch pickups. I probably sold about 2/3 of the Valentine stuff. I might add a few more things that we have been making. Get those on there. Okay, let's dry that. Get our second coat of white dry. Let me get back to my page. There we go. My phone is actually cooperating today. Surprise, surprise. No, there's going to be a lot more bunny things added. I'm going to have a lot of painting time this week, and I let my husband know that I have my Chalky Tour stuff to watch, and I can't just sit there. I have to be doing something. Anyone else like that? I just have to be doing something. I know that I should be just paying attention and taking notes, but that's not the way my brain works. Okay, third coat for the white, and then we'll put second coats of everything else. My brain works in a way that I need to have my hands busy too, and I really should be paying attention. So I'm sad that we don't get to go anywhere for leadership. But I was talking to my husband. I really have, I kind of have PTSD on leaving. And, you know, two years ago at leadership is when Chloe went missing. It's been 2 years, guys. 2 years and a week since Chloe went missing. Can you believe it's been that long? And basically the worst day of my life, pretty much the worst day of my entire life when she went missing. Walking into our trailer the other day, so I have not been out camping with my husband in our trailer. The only time I went was when I went directly from Leadership. This is Sable Brown. I went directly from Leadership. I flew home to go help him try to find her. And I spent those 5 days in the trailer. We unloaded his dune buggy, and it's in the trailer. And I walked through there to help put some of the stuff back into the trailer, because now the dune buggy's not in there. Some other things went in there. And I just had the worst feeling. We're selling the trailer. I have such bad memories of spending that time searching for her. I don't think I could ever go camping in it and not have those bad memories. So anyways, it is getting sold. So anyways, I will never give up on finding Miss Chloe. This is cactus flower, sorry. But, miracles can happen. I don't search every single day like I used to. I keep my eye open, but I don't spend hours like I used to. I'm not going to obsess over it. I did for 2 years. I have to kind of move on and just believe that if she's meant to come home, she will. So it's just such a heartbreaking thing, but I have my other doggies and I need to just keep going with life. Keep going. So anyways, so that will be like the final chapter once we do sell the trailer. We actually have to pay it down a little bit first. We're getting all of our ducks in a row. literally getting our ducks in a row in 4 years when we retire. We have like a list of things that we have to do. That's one of them, because we're gonna get a motor home to travel with. It'll be easier than pulling the trailer, and I'll have it set up so that there is a area, kind of like when you come into my house now, the whole entryway is blocked off with a little fence. So our motorhome will be the same way. The steps and the first couple of feet will be fenced off so that the dogs can never run out and run away. So anyways, okay, Marilyn, start a new cart. Yeah, just throw things in a cart and it can stay there until you're ready to check out. You're that way too. Yep. Laura, I know it doesn't seem like it's been 2 years, but it has. and I had a really good cry the other night. I could cry right now. Sorry. Can I do the cheekies? Got my little cheeky brush. So it's a dauber. And I want it to be bigger than that. So I'm going to kind of go in a circular little pattern here. So I'm getting off as much as I can. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of go in a circular pattern. Yeah. Well, there becomes a point where it's not healthy for you to continue to obsess. And I have OCD. So it's hard for me not to just keep looking and thinking, oh, if I just keep refreshing Facebook, eventually I'll see her face pop up, But in the meantime, I have helped so many dogs find their owners. I'm on there and I give advice and I know what to do and all the things, that help people find their dog. So in my tragedy, some good has come out of my tragedy. And that's all that I can think, is that it has helped others. You know, Chloe being missing has helped others find their dogs, because I know what to do. And I also, there's many times when I'll say, oh, I just saw that dog posted and the owner's looking for it, and I can give them the link and say, here's your dog. And the other thing that I found is that there are people out there that jump to the conclusion that every dog that they found was dumped. And I'm like, you cannot assume a dog was dumped. Maybe the dog was stolen and got loose. Or maybe somebody was babysitting and the dog got out, and the babysitter hasn't told the family because they're on vacation and they don't want to ruin their vacation. It happens all the time. I see that people go on vacation, or family members are watching their dog and the dog gets out because it's looking for the owner. And okay, just doing my eyes with a stylus, just kind of making an oval. I like to have larger eyes. I don't like just a little teeny tiny dot, but you can totally do it however you want. It is scored right there so you can kind of see, but I'm going a little bit larger. And then we'll dry that. We'll put some white in there. We'll put a white highlight on the nose too. So, anyways, it's, you know, a lot of good has come out of my tragedy. So I just think that it's not, I mean, it's so horrible that it happened, but it has taught me a lot. I also, I sent a message to our local animal shelter that's going to be opening. We have one that's going to be opening 5 minutes from my house. Can you believe that? So in our county, there's city, so there's the county, and then there's unincorporated areas. So the unincorporated areas, we have had to take any dogs that we found, we've had to take them all the way down to the Bonita Sweetwater shelter. And that's quite a ways. That's quite a ways away. That shelter is going to be closed. Okay, so I'm going to put whiskers and eyelashes on here too. So I want to make sure that I'm putting my highlight on the cheeks in a good place. So now it's going to be 5 minutes from my house. So now those people that live down there, because that shelter is going to close, they're going to have to drive all the way up here for dogs that they've found or dogs that they've lost to come and look. I think this needs to be turned. So I want to volunteer at the shelter. I want to go walk the dogs, or if they need me to help bathe the dogs. Yeah, it's... but I can't bring them home. I think they have it where you can do a dog's day out, which kind of makes me sad thinking of a dog's day out that you have to take it back. What does that dog think? They're thinking, oh, I'm finding a new home, and then they end up going back. Yeah, it makes me kind of sad. Okay, let's dry this. Ooh, did I accident? Oh, I did. I need to get a Q-tip. I accidentally have like a little oopsie right there. Let's see if I can fix it. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay. I dropped like a little drip of white. Okay, look how cute these are going to be. Okay, we're going to ink the edges and we're going to glue it together. It does have to kind of sit to be glued together. I'm gonna plug in the hot glue gun. I might need to use that. I didn't use it last night, but I might need to use it this morning to kind of help secure it, because I'm going to be moving the pieces. So let me get that. And it looks like I need to grab some more glue sticks out of my little shelf. If you have questions, just pop them in there. We're just painting our $10 Thursday bunnies. It's a set of 2 for $10. It's a really good deal. It's almost half price. I was going to mark them $16.75 because it takes up an entire sheet. I All right, make sure I'm still live. Okay, I got my glue gun plugged in. Okay, let's take pieces off. I'm going to assemble them in the order that they are. Oh, guess what? There's little pieces. Sometimes I don't get all of the little pieces out of like where it cut. There's another little teeny tiny one in there. Okay, it'll be fine. Okay, so let's kind of assemble it. So it says 1, so that's layer 1, and then layer 2. Okay, and then we had layer 3. So that's layer 3, and these are 3. These are spacers. And then here's under the chin. And then you have your bunny head. Oh, let me do the eyelashes and the whiskers. His little whiskers. Let me do that. So I'm using my Identa pen. I do eyelashes and whiskers. Okay. Okay. There's that. Okay, here's the nose. Here's the inside of the ears. So we're just going to kind of assemble it, make sure we got everything painted that needs to be painted the right color. That just kind of fits in there. That goes there. This one has the carrot that hangs. So this one's pretty easy. The carrot's just going to hang off there. Let's just scooch it up. You have the back leg that's going to go down there and the front leg, front arm. Okay, next let's do the eyelashes and the whiskers. Okay. There are score marks on the whiskers. You can see where they're supposed to be. So, there we go. Okay, all right. Get the body. This one says number 1. This one says number 2. And these will be bagged, like all that will be bagged in one. This will be bagged in one so that you don't have to guess what goes with what. Number 3. And then here's the number 3. Okay. And then the head goes next. Here's the nose. Here's the ears. And then this one has a carrot on his belly. It's got his hand holding it. Here's the carrot top. I'll go in closer when I move this board. Now we have a basket of carrots with the carrot tops. There's this little piece that goes across. We're going to ink everything and then we'll glue it. Here's the arm that's going to hold that. Okay. That's going to go right down here. And then there's the leg. Okay, so let's move our board. I'll scooch everything up. I'll go in closer so you can see everything better. And then these are stands that are going to go on the back. So they're shaped a little different than our regular ones. So this is just going to go on the back to kind of hold it so it doesn't fall over. So those will be like the very last thing. Let's scooch everything up and I'll go in closer. We'll start inking everything. You can do your bunnies any color you want. If you want a gray bunny, if you want both of them white, you can definitely do that. Let me get my thing closer. The name of the pen, I'll show you. It is the Identa pen. So it is Identi, Identi pen. And it's on Amazon. So it has the extra fine point and then there's the fine point end. Okay, so I like to use this one. For me, it's better than a Sharpie, but you can use a Sharpie. I just like it better than my Sharpie. Okay, we're gonna ink everything. So Memento Lux, Espresso Truffle. I like to do this. If you want to ink everything using a brush, if you want to shade it. If you're a toll painter and that's your jam and you like to do that, you can totally do that. But we're going to take this all apart now. We made sure that everything was the correct color, that I didn't paint anything the wrong color, or that I missed anything. So I always pre-assemble like that, and then I take it back apart and I ink the edges. So it's just a safety net for me, because I want to make sure that I didn't miss something, or that, oh, that was not supposed to be brown. That was supposed to be a different color. So I'm just going to get all the areas that I can. I'll use a Q-tip if I can't get in a certain area. I will use a Q-tip, or like on this leg, there's like a little area that goes right here like that defines it, so you can see how that leg is right there. See how it just goes like that. So, oh yeah, go back and watch. Thank you. Thanks, Betty. If you have questions about anything, just pop them in there. If I don't see it, somebody else will. We have such a helpful group of people on here. Everyone is always helping each other, because sometimes I don't see a question. And I do connect to YouTube at the same time. So sometimes I'll be answering a question. You're like, what? I didn't see that question. It will be because somebody is asking a question from YouTube. Okay, so got the top of it. I use the little Q-tips. So these little pointy Q-tips, that's all they are. It's just pointy Q-tips. When you go to Amazon and you search, I just search pointy Q-tips or pointy cotton swabs. I just ordered them. I order like 1,000 at a time. I go through quite a few because we paint a lot, and I just order a bunch at a time. And I'm just going around the edges. I kind of turn it with my fingers. If you see what I'm doing, I'm just kind of, with one hand I'm turning it, and the other hand I'm just kind of tapping the edge. Just kind of tapping down and then turning my piece. And then if I need to use that Q-tip to do the details, I just stop and I will use the Q-tip to do the little detail right there. So, binge watching today. Oh yeah. Yes, you got to catch up and see what did we make. We made a lot of things. Yep, and we will have our new release coming. Another one. We did the Peanuts one, and I'll be doing tomorrow. We'll do another Peanuts Chocateur design, and then we get to see the new spring collection tomorrow, but it's at night, so I think it's 5 o'clock my time. Yeah, I was surprised it wasn't during the day. It's at night. I had to go back and look because I'm like, did I read that right? Yeah, it's for Chocateur. Their training is tomorrow night. Maybe that's just easier for some people, and maybe for the people that are actually doing classes, because there are, I did not volunteer. This time of year is really hectic for me. I have a really hard time doing anything extra, so I did not volunteer to teach. Okay, let's start assembling. We got all of our stuff inked. We're gonna start over again. Okay, number 1. All right, so sometimes it's really hard to open that. Okay, so we're just gonna put the glue on the back of this. What I do want to remember is that these overhang, so I don't want glue on the overhang part. Okay, so gonna line that up, wiggle, wiggle, press it down. You want it to be nice and flat because it's gonna sit on the edge. Okay, this is number 3. And then I can see that these go here. The number 3 go there. Okay. And then it comes time for the head. Now, I did this last night. If I put glue on all the ears, there's going to be part that's hanging down that we don't need glue on. So I'm going to actually put my glue over here on these parts. Okay. And then there's a carrot up here. I can see the outline. It's scored, so I can see where that goes. and then the leg. But I want to assemble that basket before I put the glue on there. So we're going to do this. We're going to put the face on here, and then the inside of the ears go in. This one goes here. So that one's just glued on by that little area. I did go on the back and put some extra glue to kind of hold that on mine. Okay, then here's our carrot top. Okay, and then the leg. And so it kind of goes out at an angle like that. And then we need the nose. And then we're going to glue together our little basket. So I'm going to put glue where the hand goes and glue where the carrots go. And then there's a little piece that goes across. So I have all my glue on there. I'm going to get our nose on. Make sure you put the highlight at the top. Let's scooch that up just a little bit. The glue that I like to use, excuse me, is the Art Glitter Designer Adhesive, and it says it dries clear. So I like to use this one. For me, it's good because you can move things around still for about 5 minutes. And then it's solid. So it's not like super glue, which it's dry immediately and you go, oh my gosh, I messed up. I made a mistake. I need to move this, but now it's stuck. So you have a little bit of wiggle room, literally, to move things. Like if I got the carrot tops mixed up, I would have time to move them around. So, oh, hi, Denise. Denise is over on YouTube. Sometimes people don't get notifications from Facebook. How do you find the sales days in the shop? Let me give you, it's in a certain section. Let me give you that section. Let me give you that section of it's a collection. It's in that, it's called a collection. So it is in the sales. It says $5, $10, $15, $20 weekly sale cutout kit. So I'm going to have different variety. Let me give you the link, and that will have the sale things in there. Share the collection. Copy it. Let me give you that link. So it's in the sales section. If you have other questions, just pop them in there. I'm going to try to keep looking. Will your daughter-in-law relocate with you as well? No, she will not. She will be here, or in Colorado. They're not sure. They're not sure where they're going to be. So I will be on my own cutting, but I won't be doing my bookkeeping job. So here's the trade-off. I will be doing all of my own cutouts because my daughter-in-law helps with so much. But I won't have my bookkeeping job. So, okay, I'm going to put this there because we're going to put the basket on next. There's the hand. And it needs to sit there for a minute. So it'll sit there while we're assembling the other one. Let's just scooch it over a little bit. I'm putting this underneath to help hold this. Okay, so that's going to help hold that in place so that it glues evenly and it doesn't hang down. Okay. So it'll just help hold it. You can stack anything you want, little pieces. I usually just stack little pieces under that and let that sit for a minute. And it's just kind of hanging it at an angle. That's how it is. Okay, so let me just make sure it's okay. Let's do our little white bunny now. So yeah, when we relocate in 4 years, it's 4 years this month. We are going to move to Prescott, Arizona, as long as everything works out, guys. You know, we still need to go over and make sure that we're both okay during different times of the year as far as allergies and all of that stuff. And, you know, you never know, but that's our plan. And even if it doesn't work out, at least we have a plan. You know, we have a plan on what we want to do. And financially, we've been planning everything. You know, I really tried to learn. My parents had a hard time when they retired. Financially, it was really hard, and my dad kept working for a very long time. My dad worked until, I don't know, like probably like 5 years ago. So my dad was working until he was almost 80. Almost 80. I don't know when he ended up quitting, but yeah, he was working because he had to. I don't want to be that way. I want it to be, I still enjoy doing all this crafting, and I'm going to keep doing my crafting and keep selling the kits and all of that because I love it. But I wouldn't have to if I didn't, you know, if I didn't want to, I wouldn't have to. So anyways, trying to get all of our ducks in a row for retirement and figure everything out. So our landing spot will be Prescott as of right now. My cabin's going up for sale by April 1st, maybe before that. I'll be going back up in a couple of weeks to get the remainder of all my personal items out of there. I still have things. I didn't have enough room in my truck to bring everything back the last time. There was just way too much. Imagine that. Imagine that. Well, I totally forgot that I had an office chair. That was huge. And I forgot I had my bicycle. Those two items take up a lot of space in the bed of the truck. So I will be heading up there, getting all the rest of that stuff and a few other things. I had a realtor go through already to kind of give me an idea on what he would do if it was him. And he wants more stuff out of there. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. I can give things away free to the community. So I will do that. How far away will you be moving? Like hours away from where you currently are? Laura, it's about 6 hours. I think it's about six hours. It's not as far as you would think. So yeah, it really is not that far. So I'll still be coming back for all of my craft shows. I'm in charge of craft shows, so I come back for them. We'll be staying. The thing that will change will be the month that I'm staying over here. I won't be able to do my cutouts, but Tara's going to buy one of my lasers. So we're thinking that during the time that I'm over here taking care of the craft shows, that she may be selling. So she's definitely going to be selling something. She's working on doing painted ornaments. Okay, number 3. And then this piece goes under the chin. So she is gonna start again. She's feeling like her hands are starting to recover enough that she can paint and she can personalize. So we're gonna be doing that again. And it's a good thing. And she's going to buy the small laser. So we bought the small laser not that long ago. It's been almost 3 years. And it doesn't get used as much as we thought it would. And she asked me a couple weeks ago, she's like, what do you think about this? And I was like, I think that's a great idea. We talk a lot. So she and I, we have a, oops, guess what? I did what I told you not to do. Don't put the glue on the ear part because it overhangs. Put it on that part. This is exactly what I did last night. I had glue that was hanging over the edge. So you know, it takes a lot of thought and a lot of intention to have everything just right for when you retire. And then there will always be those things that happen that go, oh, I didn't plan on that. So, you know, mainly the reason I want to sell the cabin now is because it is a financial burden for me at this point. I don't visit often enough. If I was able to get up there and spend more time, all the time. It just doesn't happen because I have a lot of responsibility with the craft shows. I used to go up once or twice a month when I first got it. When I was working on it, I went up once or twice a month, and now I go up maybe 3 or 4 times a year. So it's not financially, it's not smart to keep it. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I need to put something under it to hold it up because it will hang. So I'm gonna put that to prop it up so that it's even, because it does have extra weight on it. So we just, you know, my husband and I just talking a lot about our plans, and you know, if you don't have a plan, then how do you ever get anywhere? You know, you have to have goals. Otherwise, you just don't get anywhere in life. Okay, this one is ready. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to put the little things on the back. Okay, so if you wanted to, you actually can't put glue here. That's not going to work. I actually don't need glue on here at all because I was thinking I put it there, but you can't because it's going to hang over the edge. So I don't need my glue. This is going to be here. It can't go over here because it'll show. All right, so this is going to be on the back. And I'm going to put it just barely up. It's going to help it from being tippy. Yeah, Pam, is because I was talking. I got talking. You know, that happens. That happens with me. I just kind of start gluing it, and then guess what? Guess what? I did exactly what I told you not to do. Okay, so this is the little stand. So these little pieces that are going to look like that, you're going to wonder what they are. They go on the back. They're going to hold it, keep it from tipping over. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to hot glue anything because this goes on the edge. In fact, there's some glue right here. I'm going to clean that out so that we have a nice edge when I'm going to set it onto our little shelf thing that I brought some baskets, actually. They're not really a basket. It's more like a crate. I got these crates somewhere. They were really inexpensive. I can't remember. Oh, I think I ordered them online last year. So this is going to sit on here. So you can put it flat. For this one, it only overhangs a little bit. This one, the basket overhangs a lot. So you have to have it taller. So it's going to sit right here like this. Okay, so it's going to sit right like that on the edge. See how that is? And this just kind of keeps it from tipping backwards. So it's a shelf hanger. It overhangs the front. When I show you the front, you're going to understand. Okay, so I think this one's enough. Okay, I'm going to flip this one over. We're going to do the same thing on this one. We're going to add the little pieces at the back. They're just going to go, I just put them barely up, like a 1/16 of an inch up from the bottom. And then I put glue right in the center. That little center area. Okay. You probably could put one over there. I wonder if it's wide enough. Let me look. It's not quite wide enough. Okay, so these are just going to go over here. And then you got your little angle piece that's going to go in there. And just kind of pressing it down. And then I'll bring in my other little crate. Yeah, I got these off of Amazon a couple of years ago. You can set it like this and it'll sit on the edge. And I'm going to put you up to me so you can see the front view. So that's just going to sit right there. See how it just overhangs that edge? There's the little, see how it's layers there? So it's going to overhang. And let me put you up to myself. What section is the interchangeable window box? The interchangeable window box, it actually says that, oh, your niece lives in Prescott. Oh, Billy, that's awesome. We're moving in 4 years. Yeah. Are these specials only while you're live? No, Carolyn, these are specials all the time. So I put them in the section. I'm trying to do a special each week that I add to the section, and it's going to be there always. It'll be in that section. So these can sit on a shelf or on the little bench. Let me grab my little bench that's over here and show you. And I'm going to unplug that glue gun because I did not need that. Let me unplug that now so that I don't come in tomorrow and it's still plugged in. So these will be in this section, and I'll get you the windows section. It actually does say windows section. So there's sections on the website. Okay, so here's the Bunny, don't jump. Don't jump. Okay, so it can sit on the shelf. So if you want to put it on the shelf, it can go on the little shelf. He kind of blends in. Chocolate bunny on a chocolate shelf. So maybe we go like this. Isn't it cute? Super duper cute. Okay, so it can go on the little bench if you want to. And then this one has to go taller because it can't, this thing has to be taller. There we go. So you can put them on the edge of a shelf, on the little bench, whatever you want to put them on. Let me make sure that I have all my questions. Well, Billy, if you come over and see your niece in Prescott, you can come and see me. Let me get you this section for the window inserts. It actually does say that on it. It says, so I'm scrolling through, it says changeable surfaces, windows, ladders, and inserts. So it actually is a section that has all of that in there. Let me share that with you. I'll share the link with you. If you ever need to know, you can send me a message and say, hey Darlene, I'm having a hard time finding this, can you send me the link? And I would be more than happy to do that. So there's that. You were looking for dog cutouts in general. I don't have dog cutouts, not yet. I have all the files, but I haven't had time to cut everything. Eventually. Yeah, isn't this cute, the little bench? So I have the kit to make the bench. We just haven't used it for a while. But it would be cute and put something back here, like a little flower pot or something. But yeah, looks really cute like that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is Friday already. Tomorrow we will do a chocolate tour project. We have a Peanuts transfer that we're going to be working with. We will probably do the one that says playtime. I may even pre-paint so that I just don't have to do everything on here. Sometimes it takes a long time. But hey, I do live stream to YouTube. So on Facebook, the videos are deleted by them now after 30 days. So it used to be that they stayed there forever, and I had like 5 years of videos on there. No, they delete them, but I live stream to YouTube, so the videos are always going to be on YouTube. I have a paid subscription, so I have like hundreds, probably 1,000 by now, I don't know, hundreds of videos over there that you can see. If you want the link to my YouTube, let me give you that so that you have the link to YouTube. Are you going to flip them so they're looking at each other? Yeah, do you guys want me to flip them? Let me flip them. Oh, Michelle, I have seen it. Yes, I know what you're saying. Yep. Let me give you the link for my YouTube. If you want to follow me on YouTube, here's the link for that. The videos will be there forever. So yeah, what I can do is I can do, the bunnies, I can flip them so that they're looking at each other. So they'll just be, so, you know, they'll be flipped. I have to flip the pattern. But yeah, I could actually put it on there so that you can choose. I just have to go in. I just have to manually do it. I think they'd be really cute flipped. I should have thought about that before I recut all the ones out for Tara to paint. Oh, well, it's okay. It's a-okay. All right. I love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. And I am going to